What is up, YouTube? We have something exciting today for all the Magic players out there. Today, we are going to be one of, we hope, the first stores to do a Kaldheim box opening. Applause, please. Kaldheim is the newest set that is coming out next week. We have a pre-release this Friday for Kaldheim, and we are going to be taking a look at some of the cards today that you could potentially pull inside one of these draft boosters. Ready Set Game does have available pre-release kits for $25 and draft boosters for $100 for in-store purchase. Of course, these also come with your buy a box promo, which is pretty sweet, and we're going to take a look inside today and see what we can get in this. There is a lot of exciting stuff in this set. A lot of people are looking for the new Vorinclex. People are excited to see the Phyrexians on this plane. And this plane also has kind of a cool metal theme. It's got kind of a snowy ice theme as well, bringing back snow permanents, things of that nature. So we're gonna take a look here and see how we do. We're looking for Vorinclex, Valky of God of Lies, World Tree. There's Goldspan, Dragon, Eradicator, Valkyrie. There's a ton of different gods, cool Simic Serpent, and a lot more. So we're gonna get cracking right away. We got 36 packs to go through here, and these packs are a little bit tough. There we go. Take a look and see some of the first Kaldheim packs. Okay, so I guess these are going to be maybe a little backwards. Oh, okay. We're going to get the rare right up front. This must be a Japanese print run here that we're looking at. But now we got the snow-covered mountain in the front. So we've got Snowlands basics coming back, which is really nice. That'll help keep the cost down on those. Of course, those were reprinted recently in Modern Horizons, but those were being full art lands still fetch $1 a piece or so. And then we've got Reckless Crew is our first rare over here. We got some uncommons, and I'm going to kind of slowly go through here so that way you guys can see some of these cards that we're looking at. Since this is a brand new set, a lot of this is going to be brand new, exciting, gives you an opportunity to kind of see a little bit of what it is that we're going to be looking at when we do our well, we won't have a pre-release event because of certain circumstances, but we will be selling the pre-release kits like I had mentioned earlier for $25 a piece. So we got the token, blank token up front. We've got the snow-covered swamp and a beautiful Arctic tree line. Those are the new Snowland basics that are both forest and plains. We have an In Search for Greatness. This card is a very interesting one because it really tests Magic players' ability to read and comprehend a card. There's a lot of text on that card, and a lot of people thought it did one thing, and it turns out it doesn't do that. We have a really cool, I guess, like a showcase for this set. These are the new showcases for Herald, King of Skemfar. So that's a really beautiful uncommon there. Some other uncommons here, and then I'm also going to go through and take a look. Oh, that's a good common there. That changeling is really neat for green. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, exile target artifact or enchantment opponent controls. For 2 mana, 1/3, those stats are already kind of pushed. Being a changeling is a pretty good thing, considering you can drop this into any tribal deck, and it's pretty good removal for artifact and enchantment. Getting exile effect is pretty strong there. So that'll be an exciting card for pretty much any deck that's running any type of green and any type of tribal kind of theme there, and wants removal. So we are looking at our bird token. We have our snow-covered plains, Ascendant Spirit for our rare, and then over here we have Giant's Amulet, Furja. I'm not going to try to pronounce some of these names here, but those are our uncommons. And then we've got a bunch of the commons here to look at. This theme has kind of like a Norse Viking, like I said, kind of a metal theme to it. It's got, you know, like I said, that icy kind of theme that we haven't seen in quite some time, you know, going back to Cold Snap and Ice Age. So very, very interesting set. We have a Volatile Fjord. This is another one of those really cool snow basic lands that also is an island and a mountain. So these can be fetched, which is really nice. We've got a little common foil action here, and a Cyclone Summoner as our rare. And then we've got, oh yeah, Sagas are back. That's pretty neat. And we've got our uncommons and, you know, Disdainful Strokes, a pretty good reprint, and a bunch of commons here to look at. So I know we're doing these packs backwards, but I'm not going to fight the system here. Oh, look at that. There's a little tab here. That'll make life so much easier, because I got to be honest with you, these packs are quite tough to open. We've got our token. We've got our snow-covered plains here, and over here we have our Old Growth Troll. Well, we're getting trolled here because we're not seeing any mythics yet, but that is a pretty pushed card at 3 green mana, a 4/4 with trample, and a wall of text. We've got Finn and Maja and Frenzied Raider as our uncommons, and then we have our commons here. A lot of really cool stuff for a lot of different formats, but I think the big winner here is probably going to be Commander. There's a lot of people on YouTube that have already gone over this ad nauseum. I'm not going to get into all the different who's and what's and whys in Commander and why you would want to run this and that and all that, but there's some definitely interesting cards. There's a lot of videos you can kind of check out, the best ofs and whatnot, that'll go into great detail. Snow-Covered Mountain, we've got Wings of the Cosmos, and our first mythic, a Battle Mammoth. 5 mana, 6/5 trample. Whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card, and it has Foretell. Foretell, of course, is the brand new mechanic in the set, so it's kind of neat. And we have our 3 uncommons, and we've got our pack of commons. Look at that little guy right there, little cute imp pet. I like the art in this set a lot. It's a very, very neat looking set. We're really kind of digging the whole vibe of the plane. Even if you thought that none of the cards were particularly useful in this set, you can't argue that even the tokens, look at the treasure token, it's so gorgeous. Alpine Meadow is our mountain plain snow land, and we have our first rare saga, Battle of Frost and Fire. And then over here we've got our uncommons and our pack of commons here. I think I said commons earlier, uncommons is what I meant, I don't know. What I said a second ago, if I'm in the zone, I am really hoping to see a Valky. That card is cool. Vortex would be also nice. We've got Sulphurous Mine as our Swamp Mountain, and Turgid, God of Fright. This card is a legendary god creature with a wall of text on it. It's a 5 mana 4/5, and these also have a really neat little flip side that you can play instead of the other side. This card is going to be one that's going to be very popular in Commander. That one is one that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about. I know a lot of people are excited to try to build around that or have that in the 99. There's another Masked Vandal, which is a really cool card in my opinion. But yeah, that's going to be one of those cards that you're probably going to see a lot. That effect is really kind of strong. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That's kind of ridiculous. That makes a lot of stuff in Commander discard and you know, just removal in general, just so strong. Being able to take all their stuff. Woodland Chasm, and we have a Dream Devourer as our rare, and then our uncommons here, and then we are going to get into the commons. Alrighty, trucking right along here, having a good time, seeing all these cards. We're just kind of strolling through. Snow-Covered Mountain. We have our foil rare, Varragoth, Bloodsky Sire. 3 mana 2/3 Death Touch with Boast. We have target player searches their library for a card, then shuffles their library and puts that card on top of it. Activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn. That's pretty cool. Really neat little tutor. Not a bad little guy there. Pretty aggressively costed. Oh, okay, we got our regular rare as well. I forgot that we would see that in the pack. And we've got 3 uncommons as usual and our commons. That tab really helps, so we're gonna go ahead and stick with that way of opening things because we have our Orvar, the All Form, another mythic. We have a Changeling 3/3 for 4 mana. It is whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents. When a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card, you create a token that's a copy of target permanent. That's really neat. I like that card a lot. That's going to be a fun one. People like copies. People like having a lot of value. You know, your opponent's making you discard that card. Sometimes like by accident, you know, and then you end up seeing that guy. I remember playing Standard like when Loxodon Smiter was in, and they'd, you know, play like a Liliana the Veil, and then you'd have like Loxodon Smiter in your hand and you discard that card and you get it for free, which is really neat. We got Snow-Covered Island and Faceless Haven as a snowland. Pretty neat for our rare. And then we have our uncommons and our commons. So what are you guys most excited to see in this set? What are you hoping to play? I really would love to hear from you in the comments. We want to get more interaction on this YouTube channel. I am the one who runs the YouTube channel, Chris, and I would love to be able to interact with you, comment more, and we can have a little back and forth. I love talking to people in there, and we can talk about your favorite cards you like, don't like. We can talk about what's good, why I'm right, you're wrong. Graven Lore is the next one. Snow Instant. So that one's a really neat rare. And then we have different uncommons here, and we have our commons following those. So anyway, yeah, I'd love to hear from y'all. Let's see what you guys are most excited about. Maybe you guys know some lore tidbits that you can share. There's all kinds of different stuff that we can talk about here. Got an Ice Tunnel as our Island Swamp, and then we have Elvish Warmaster as our rare. And then we've got our uncommons. We have a really, oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. Look at that card. Even the non-foils. That border is just so cool. They knocked it out of the park with this set. And I've heard this is going to be a pretty popular card, probably in the 99 for Commander. And we've got our, I had to stop and see. Anytime I see Demonic and 2 mana, immediately think Demonic Tutor. Even though you know it's not in the set. You're wishing, hoping, dreaming. Something will come along. That should never be in Standard again. Snow-Covered Mountain. And Vargoth Bloodsky Sire. That was that foil rare we saw earlier, so we pulled 2 of him in this box. And we have our uncommons and our commons again. Yeah, very neat set. Digging the whole, love having gods back, love having sagas back. There's a few new mechanics in the set. Just really kind of a neat set all around as far as it's got everything going on. Poison the Cup is our foil, and Dragonkin Berserker is our rare. Have a neat one for 2 mana there. And then you have all of the uncommons and commons. And I'm really digging the set. I'm digging the art style. I'm digging the whole thing that got going on. Wizards has this kind of nasty habit of like printing too many new mechanics for every set. I like seeing like I said, the Foretell is nice, you know, as a mechanic, but you know, you have the gods and all that stuff, the sagas coming back, so the ice theme. It's just really nice to see some of that. You know, we don't really need like 17 new keywords a set. Sometimes it's nice to actually just, you know, kind of have a revisit to some of these things, and you know, that way we can kind of build on some of the decks that we might, you know, want to build, you know, in Commander or, you know, Vintage, Legacy, you know, Modern, whatever the case may be, where these other cards reside. You know, we can kind of play on that. You know, it's always fun to get, you know, more landfall cards, like when we go back to Zendikar, things like that. So, all right, so we have Snow-Covered Swamp, and then we have Sarolf Realm Eater as our first rare we've seen in the showcase flavor here, and I've heard good things about this card. I'm not going to read that one off. It's a wall of text. You guys can see what we've got going on there, and it's pretty neat. That's going to be a really fun one to play once again, in probably multiple formats, honestly. A 3-mana 3/3 is already pretty pushed, and then, you know, once again, putting that wall of text on there. It's quite obvious Wizards just loves green because they just print the coolest cards in that color. And then we have Snow-Covered and King Narfi's Betrayal as our rare saga. I'm not sure if we saw that one before, but I feel like just a couple packs ago we may have seen that, so. All right, so we've got another Hailstorm Valkyrie. Oh man, this is really a cool card. Take a look at that. That's another one of those showcase ones, but that's a really cool effect. I gotta read that one off. So 4 mana, 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able and attack a player other than you if able. Whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. It's a very, very neat commander, very political for black, red, Rakdos colors. So just kind of cool to see that. I believe it was a Demon Berserker as the types. A lot of Berserkers in this set. So we have Runa Flight as our uncommon. We have Search for Glory as our rare. And then our uncommons and commons. I haven't seen anything too mind-blowing. I mean, this box has gotten some really cool stuff out of it. We haven't seen any huge hits. The Vorinclexes and the Valkies and all that stuff. Those ones that I was talking about earlier in the video are the kind of the ones where, oh, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive. So we have an Asika, God of the Tree, 3 mana, 1/4, legendary god. Vigilance, tap to add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance, and tap to add a mana of any color. And on the back we have the Prismatic Bridge. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's kind of like a cascade effect specifically for your creatures and planeswalkers. This would be really good in like a Sisay deck, something like that, where you can kind of pop legendaries in and out and get a lot of value out of that. But that is just really cool. All right, so that was a first big hit out of this box, I would say. And then, oh man, the hits keep coming. We got the Serpent, ladies and gentlemen. Koma, Cosmos Serpent. This one is a legendary creature that is 2 blue, 2 green, 3 colorless that can't be countered. It is a 6/6. At the beginning of each upkeep, you create a 3/3 blue serpent creature token named Koma's Coil. Sacrifice another serpent, choose 1, tap target permanent. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn, and Cosmos Serpent gains indestructible until end of turn as the other one. That is a really cool card. I think that's going to be sought after by a lot of people. All these cards are going to be for sale next week. We can technically pre-sell cards, but we cannot give them out actually until the 5th, I believe, is when the set actually releases. The 5th or the 6th next week. It's next Friday. But like I said, this is all pre-release stuff that we're talking about today. Got Craven Hulk as our rare, our foil, and our rare is the Necromancer here for 4. And there we go. Uncommons and commons. Pretty neat. I'm going to speed things up just a little bit. We're going to kind of blow through the commons a little bit faster and kind of start wrapping things up here. We've got quite a few packs to kind of get through here. Blood Sky Massacre, and then we have those and all that. I think as people start opening this set, you guys are going to see what works, what doesn't. There's another god here, Burgi, God of Storytelling, 3 mana, 3/3. Seems like a storm card. Whenever you cast a spell, add red. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Creatures you control can boast twice during each of your turns rather than once. Kind of seems nuts. Discard a card on the back. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. I love those flip cards. We've got another Svella Ice Shaper as our showcase. And we've got our commons here. got Cyclone, we got 2 rares in this box that were foil. That's pretty neat. We have Jorn, God of Winter, and uncommons, commons. All right, we're wrapping up the last few packs here. Got oh yeah, the pathways. I forgot about those. The pathways are nice. Got the other colors that we didn't finish in Zendikar there. Reflections of Lipjara. Pretty cool, little enchantment there. Sorry, this video is running a little bit long. Like I said, I kind of wanted to take my time, give you guys a really good opportunity. That one's a really pretty one. Black-green elves, folks. Oh, and a Goldspan dragon. What a hit for a mythic. Beautiful. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Big hit there. 5 mana, 4/4 flying haste. Whenever it attacks, becomes the target of a spell. Create a treasure token. We all love treasures. And treasures have tap, sacrifice, add 2 mana of any one color. That is awesome. And a very, very dragon-like type effect because dragons love treasures. And we have Sigrid, God Favored, 3 mana, 2/2 as our rare, our uncommons, and commons. So we've got about 5 packs left here. Once again, as a reminder, pre-release is this week. We've got a snow covered and we've got a full art pathway land. Very cool. Pre-release is this week. There is no event for the pre-release. We are still not allowed to do tournaments, but we are able to sell product. 25 for pre-release kits. We got 100 for boxes. Gorgeous. Doomscar, very good removal there. Destroy all creatures, Wrath in white. Still wanting to see Valky. We have not seen him. We have seen Blood on the Snow. It's a beautiful card. Ah, these are so cool. I'm really loving the showcases. Just the art in the set is just nuts. And we got good Tybalt. Spoiler alert, Valky being Tybalt. And Waking the Trolls. It's our rare. Last 2 packs here. Ooh, wow, 3 rare foil box. Wow, holy cow. And that's gonna be a good one. A showcase of Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Probably gonna be a very popular commander because he is the first legendary squirrel. We've got him in foil here. That is a really beautiful and cool card. We got Icebreaker Kraken as our regular rare, our uncommons and commons, and last pack. And I take back everything we said about this box because honestly, this box has been really darn cool. And for our last one, we have another God, legendary rare, 3 mana, 2/4 with a flip side. So pretty neat. All right, everyone, I hope you had fun looking at getting a first look at Kaldheim. We hope to see you come in this Friday. We're at 991 East O'Galley Boulevard in Indian Harbor Beach, and we've got our hours set at 12 to 7 daily, Monday through Sunday. So come see us, and we really hope you enjoyed this video and this first look at some Kaldheim cards straight out of the box. Hope to see you again soon, and be sure to give us a like and a subscribe so we can continue doing stuff like this, and we will catch you later. Have a great day. Be good to one another.